Yo, what's up everybody? RobotVice here. Today I'm going to be making a commentary, as I said on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, get to it at RobotVice Dota. I'm going to be making a commentary. I've been playing Position 5 Phoenix. I've been playing him quite a bit. As you can see, let's see, 3-1, 4-1, 5, 6, 7-1. 8-1, 8-2 in my last 10 games with Position 5 Phoenix. Now, so you guys know, Phoenix is my third most played hero, so I have a lot of experience on him. And with Position 5 Phoenix, okay, no matter what happens, you're always going to want to skill this Icarus dive first, okay? It has a 28% move slow for 4 seconds. And that's pretty valuable. Here, this is going down. Pretty scary stuff. I try to get a dive and get the move slow there, but I actually missed the tiny with my dive. So first blood goes the way of the Radiant, and this Naga walks away right now. Pretty rough stuff, and then this Juggernaut actually turns around. And it's a really rough start to the game. So 2-0 in front of Radiant. In favor of Radiant. Now, the big problem with this hero is he doesn't do anything until about level 3. Because Icarus Dive does 10 damage per second, and his Fire Spirits do 10 damage per second at level 1. So his level 1 spells are awful, just terrible. And what you're going to want to do is max your Sunray. So you'll see how I skill. This is how it's done. Game's looking rough, but this hero is really, really bad. I mean, the hero is just bad for the first 2 levels. He doesn't do anything. So Tiny pulled the creep wave here. This is pretty normal in the higher brackets. People are pulling the creep waves, and there's not a whole lot we can do because Naga TP'd over. So I've really been enjoying this, just because it's a nice change up from Techies and Earth Spirit, which is usually what I play at this MMR, and Tuskar. But it's a nice change up. I get a nice D ward here off the bat because I knew that they were up in this area in both the camps. Wait for your sentry ward until the first minute of the game. See if any of the camps are blocked. And if none of the camps are blocked, you can pretty much deduct that there's either a ward here, or a ward here. If there are no camps blocked. There's very rare places besides either blocking the 2 camps or in those spots for vision. So you see I pulled a creep wave immediately, just because our creep equilibrium was kind of screwed up because he pulled the wave. Now, this is a great thing to do with your Position 5 Phoenix, just because it allows you to get levels and gold, and it's what you need. Your hero cannot do anything for the first few levels, and that's the big weakness, okay? It's the big weakness with Phoenix Position 5. But the thing is where he has those weaknesses early games, he makes up for his strengths in the mid to late game. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that yet. He just got 125 kills. So anyway, Zeus lost mid, offlane's lost, and top's pretty lost right now. Just because they got the creep wave and they ended up first blooding our Pudge up top, and then they killed the Juggernaut. So it's pretty much in favor of Radiant at the moment. I find a double damage here. There's not a whole bunch I can do at the moment. I tell Pudge, hey, let's go. Pudge is level 2, gets the hook. And this Pudge, despite being first blooded, actually owned this game. He was hitting all of his hooks. It was pretty cool to see. I thought this game was over from the beginning. After the start, just because every lane was lost, I was really worried. But you'll see. You'll see what happens. Lots of action. Pudge misses a hook there, and I'm going for another creep pull, okay? So I pull it, 15 seconds, pull it up. As long as those camps aren't blocked, keep doing it, and make sure you pull through, okay? You never want to single pull the lane. Don't just leave it like this, okay? You need to bring over the other camp. If you don't, the lane is going to push, and the offlaner for the enemy team is going to get a lot of experience and a lot of gold because of you. And your safe lane carry player is going to dislike you very much. So Jug's spinning in here, and I dive in. I don't think we land this kill. I'm waiting for him to stun so I can sunray, but he was holding it, and then it was just really bad timing there. So almost level 3 though, and that's the big thing. We'll get there. We'll be okay. Naga. Ensnares. I TP immediately just because I don't have Icarus Dive's cooldown throughout the entire game is 36 seconds. Okay, so it's really, really bad. All of his cooldowns are very long. 45 seconds on level 1 Fire Spirits that end up scaling to 30-second cooldown. Sunray, constant 26-second cooldown. And Icarus Dive at 36 seconds. So his cooldowns are long, and then Egg, obviously, 110 seconds. But the power of this hero is in the spells, and that's why they have such long cooldowns, is because the spells are so strong once you level them up. Pudge TP's up, Jug's in a lot of trouble here. Ends up nice stick and nice healing ward usage there. I'm ready to go in here. I still level 1 Sunray, so really not that fantastic, but it does enough to get the job done. So I land myself a kill, and I'm just about level 3 now. I purchased 2 more Observer Wards. I just run up here real quick and get one down. Pudge gets the rot onto the Naga, so I'm creep blocking him a little bit, hoping Jug can make it over. And the stun comes out, and she sticks up, and Tiny bottles her. And Tiny tosses Pudge back to the Naga, and I'm trying to Sunray, bring her down. I get the Sunray, and I'm just trying to get out of here. Pudge goes down, but it's a good forced rotation. We force both the supports up top, and now Pangolier's free to lane up solo against the Spectre. So I TP back to base. Really not going very well right now for us at all. Juggernaut's doing well in CS, but Zeus almost getting doubled in CS by the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's really deep up here, in between the creep wave. Pudge is going in for the hook, and just whiffs it. And Zeus dies, and he goes for the TP, and we end up getting him. Okay, so it wasn't too bad, but that hook, jeez, yowzers. Pudge goes for a blind hook there, misses, because he sees the regen. I'd really like to see him save it for the Zeus because he has a bottle, but at this point in the game and after that hook, this Pudge was like all about just griefing this game. Pangolier finds a solo kill onto the Spectre bottle. I'm not sure how. I've got level 2 Sunray now. Nice hook from Pudge, and we end up finding another kill onto the Tiny. So we're starting with a little comeback here. As I was mid, I laid down another Observer Ward in the same position where the original Observer Ward was, just because I love that ward. Gives you rune access, and it's really hard for the Radiant to gank from this way with the new tower range. So this is usually where the Radiant will be ganking from. So you'll see here, we scout him out with my ward as I'm talking about it. And I'm running over, Jug's even running over right now, and I really liked this rotation from Juggernaut. This is something not a lot of carry players do. It's 7 minutes in the game. He's level 6, and he's ready to go in. Zeus goes down though. There's 3 mid. I dive myself in there, and I start using my Sunray. Naga just goes for a TP. Pudge has no mana to stop the TP, so we bring down the Jakiro, and the SF just starts booking it. I think he gets away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Use up the shrine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And life's pretty good right now. Switch over to net worth here. Obviously I'm position 5 here, so lowest on the net worth. And we're looking to kill Tidy again. We use the smoke. Pudge lands the hook, nice hook by him. Jug uses the spin, and I just go in for the Sunray, and bam.
You brought a rock to a sword fight.
So like I said, just do what you can, man, okay? Pull the lane, help your carry, get farm. You can't really harass the offlaners away, so you kind of just need to avoid them. And if you have kill potential, you need to pick Phoenix with a strong safe lane. I had a game, I think the game after this, my carry player picked anti-mage, and that's not good, okay? Because you cannot lane Phoenix anti-mage, because you will lose the offlane every single time. It's impossible. So I just pull again. 9 minutes in the game, still pulling here. Just bringing the lane back for Juggernaut, and this is what I need. I need experience. I need gold. It's a shame Pudge is. Pudge has kind of just been lurking around with me, and all of a sudden Juggernaut TP'd bottom. So I realize I have a free lane here. So I'm gonna focus on getting some CS and getting some levels, because there's not a whole lot I can do right now. And this hero's first big spike is at level 7 when he gets level 4 Sunray. That's his first big spike of the game. Ooh, we just passed Jakiro on net worth. So I see a big rotation from Radiant. I purchased at the Tome of Experience. Very needed on this hero. Need this Tome of Experience.
I'll take that as tribute.
And I just came up here. I was. Oh, I actually did get the rune. I thought they took it, but I ended up diving over, and you can actually grab the bounty runes mid-dive, so it's pretty cool. You can even snatch the Aegis, snatch bounty runes from your opponents. If you time it, like the first bounty rune off the start, you have to time it perfectly. It's pretty tough to do. Pudge lands a nice hook here. I just put down a Fire Spirit. I don't even bother using the Sunray just yet. They see that we've rotated 4 up here, and they just back off. I have the Tome now, level 6, and I'm just going for another pull. Sorry, guys. I guess I just got a new YouTube subscriber. I don't even have stream labels open, and it still makes the noise because I'm on OBS. So I guess I'll teach you guys, if you don't know how to do this pull through, just focus on when you're killing these creeps with your allied creeps, when there's just 1 unit left with full HP, go grab this, okay? Get ready. As soon as this 1 unit's left, you should be attacking this camp to bring it over. When there's 1 creep left with low HP, depending on the small camp, but you'll get used to it and figure it out over time. You just need to practice. So I'm like a couple creeps from level 7 here, and then I'm gonna be online. I grab up some casual raindrops, and Pudge somehow has 2,000 gold, just tranquil boots only. Nice dismember from him, and I TP in with Sunray, level 7, level 4 Sunray, and we just work him. And all of a sudden that lead from Radiant is starting to dwindle, and then Zeus finds a kill as well onto the Jakiro. So you see I move over a little bit just so I can angle myself properly to steal the bounty rune. That's how it's done. Like, Pudge, let's use the shrine, baby. So, a lot of people actually grief me, even in Divine 5, for picking Phoenix support. And I end up buying the Urn of Shadows here because Pudge just already has a Blink Dagger at 12 minutes. I don't even know how he did this, but he's got it. He's just sitting there with me. Pangler's looking for a kill. Almost kills the Spectre. Oh, but the Spectre comes back for more. What is she doing? Oh my god. Pangler's already got a Javelin, so. Wow, what a play. Pangler uses his ultimate, gets the stun onto the Jakiro. I come in, and just start letting the Sunray go. Finish it up, and remember that the Sunray not only does damage to your opponents, but it also heals.
Dire's top tower
And
is under
it
attack.
heals for 2.5% of their max HP.
Dire's top
And
tower has fallen.
it does damage. It does 6.75% damage. So basically like 16. That's what I'm not even sure really. Actually, I should probably do
Radiant's
some more
bottom
research
tower
on
is
it.
under attack.
But it costs 6% of your HP per second.
Loaded to the gills.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
And
is
if you
under
guys didn't
attack.
know, Sunray actually used to be pure damage, and it was nerfed to do only magic damage. That was back when everybody was picking Phoenix, and now nobody picks him anymore. I've seen Fada play him once for Secret, and then I've seen Keizu play him on some qualifier or something. I wasn't really impressed by either of their performances. And then the only player you see doing the position 5 Phoenix is Fly from OG. So this is going on right here, and I just start Sunraying, and I do a bunch of damage. Naga ends up using Song,
Radiant's bottom
and
tower is under attack.
I'm not sure. I guess they try to kill me here, but I just immediately Supernova. And they try to bring down the egg, but they can't. Dive back at the dive damage. He misses the ice path, and I'm just focusing the Jakiro now. Tiny probably gets away here. I end up earning the Naga, and Tiny's coming back in for me. Psycho.
Radiant structures
And gets
are
baited.
fortified.
She baited.
Radiant's
So now
bottom
I'm higher
tower
net
is
worth
under
than
attack.
Pudge, and this is something I've been doing, okay? You get the Veil of Discord, or you either go Veil Kaya if you think that you can output a lot of damage, or you can grab the 90 GPM, or that plus, you can get, all of his talents are pretty solid, except for the level 20 talent. The plus 1400 Icarus Dive cast range, I really don't think it's like game winning by any means. It's pretty cool and it's nice to get sometimes, but also that 0.125 Supernova stun. So think about this, okay? Level 3 Supernova, 2.5 seconds, plus 1.25. So you have a 3.75 second stun that goes through BKB. Pierces spell immunity, okay? This stun goes through everything. Goes through BKB, goes through Rage on Lifestealer, goes through Spin on Juggernaut. So if you time this correctly, you can stun everybody no matter what. I just dive in here. I was just trying to get some CS. In this game, I choose to rush an Aghanim Scepter. Something else I've been doing, which I find pretty value. It's pretty nice. I end up solo smoking here just because I want to get some deep observer wards down. And this is something as a position 5 or position 4 you do sometimes. Is you smoke up, use a solo smoke, and you just try to get some deep wards up. I end up being spotted by Tiny, so I just Sunray down the cliff and TP away. And this is another cool trick, is you can start your Sunray action, and then if you hit D again to start moving while you're using your Sunray, you can actually TP during it. So you've seen people, I don't know if I do it this game or not, but you can like Sunray off the cliff here, and then you can't be hurt, you can't be killed. Like you dive into the trees, and then you Sunray off the cliff while you're TPing, and you just go off the map, and you can't be killed while you're TPing. It's a pretty cool trick if you can pull it off. Pudge gets the deny air. Naga uses Song, and they're trying to set up here. And, wow, okay. So I just use Supernova right away. I get a Fire Spirit onto the Naga. And we're trying to chase down this SF, but SFs are so fast. And yeah, it's a joke, actually. So we don't even know where he went. Where did he go? I guess he's back to base. So he got the TP right away. And I'm just about level 12, which would be the second spike for Phoenix. Is when you get the level 2 Supernova, the attacks go from 5 to 8. 5 attacks are pretty easy to bring down the egg. Anybody can bring it down. But once you get to the 8 attacks, it becomes a little more challenging for the enemies to bring it down. And once I have an Aghanim Scepter, that also raises the attacks. from 8 to 10 or 11 to 13, which is pretty cool. So it not only raises the amount of attacks to destroy it, it allows you, with anybody in 500 range, you can bring into the supernova, and it will reset all of their basic abilities, not ultimates, but it'll reset all of their abilities and give them full HP and full mana. So some heroes I thought, like, theory crafted with were Terrorblade. Like, you can reset Terrorblade's Metamorphosis cooldown, which I don't think a lot of people really know about, which I think can be abused. If you get an Ags on Phoenix, you can reset the Metamorphosis cooldown, and which is like the ultimate of Terrorblade. So imagine having like a free refresher orb. They ended up scouting me here, and I think they just killed me. Yeah, I was rooted up, so I couldn't do a lot. So I ended up going down. But then another hero I thought would be really good on is Storm Spirit. Because imagine Storm Spirit zips in, uses all of his mana, you dive in and follow him, and you bring him in the egg, and then when he comes out, he's back to full HP and full mana on a huge mana pool Storm Spirit. So those are just some heroes I consider, like, well, not a lot of people have thought about this in my opinion. And I think it's pretty cool. So you could really, like, there's a lot of things you can do with this hero. Like, you can go Halberd, and so you can get your egg off every time. There's a lot of ways you can work with this hero, and that's why I find him so interesting. And I've always been attracted to these kind of heroes, Earth Spirit, Phoenix, Techies, is they're just kind of different. Like, they're very creative heroes, in my opinion. So they song up here. I'm not sure if they're trying. I don't know how they're going to kill this Juggernaut. So I guess he doesn't have spin. So I go on the backside. I use my Supernova, and I think they bring it down. Yeah. So problem is Supernova duration is 6 seconds. But then my team ends up wiping them. So besides the Tiny. So and the Fire Spirit burn duration is 4 seconds. So when you go in and you get your, like, I got Fire Spirits on all of them there. But after that 4 seconds is out, there's a 2-second window. If they all attack the egg, they can bring it down pretty easily. So you got to be really, really careful with it. It's a very, very meticulous spell, and there's a lot of room for air. Phoenix combines really well with heroes like Axe, Earthshaker, Earth Spirit, Treant Protector, heroes that have like AoE stun. Because if you can get that stun for that like 2 seconds, that 2-second window I'm talking about between the burn duration of the Fire Spirits and the Supernova duration, if you can fill that 2-second window with a stun, then I guarantee you get the egg off almost every single time. And that's if you hit your Fire Spirits on like every single hero, which is pretty challenging. So you see here, I use my Sunray to just farm and push out the creep wave. Level 4 Sunray up until like 40 minutes in the game will bring down an entire creep wave if you hit them all with the full duration. Zeus ulti's here, we scout him out. We scout out that ward as well. I try to go in here, but the one problem also with Phoenix is the burns from the Fire Spirits and the Icarus Dive actually take a second to even register the damage. So people can actually blink. If you dive right on top of them or hit them with the Fire Spirit, they have like 1 second to blink before the first burn takes effect. So I've just about got my Ags. I get my Sunray onto the SF, but I just decide to back off. And the Sunray, a big problem with the Sunray is you move so slow. So anybody with fast movement speed can really just walk away. Walk the other way, and you can't really catch them with the Sunray. One of the big problems. So you got to make sure you're in the right position when you use it. Like right there, I was just harassing. Like I knew we weren't gonna kill the guy. I was just doing a little damage, you know, scaring him away from my Juggernaut. Now all of a sudden, Dire has a 7K lead. See me here. So one Fire Spirit actually won't bring down a ranged creep. It'll take it down to like 1 auto attack. So if you use Fire Spirits on a ranged creep, your level 4 Fire Spirit, if you attack the ranged creep once, then it will go down. You see the HP of the ranged creep right there? And they end up bringing down Spectre again. This Spectre really fell off. This Pangolier came online really quickly, and you can see he's the highest net worth. And he's just owning. And I've got my Ags flying out now. I don't even know if I use it this game at all, but it's still nice to have, you know, to have that save potential. Scout out this Tiny here. I don't have any detection right now, and Tiny's got a Shadow Blade, but Pudge ends up finding him, and I dive in, get my Supernova off. The song comes out, but then the SF, the BKB, you see how he gets stunned from the Supernova? That's one of the reasons we killed him right here, is because of the Supernova stun, as I was talking about, how it pierces spell immunity. So he had BKB on, still stunned him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See how in the description here on the Supernova, does not refresh ultimate abilities, but it still refreshes all the others. So when I'm talking about this Terrorblade Phoenix, I really would like to see some teams run this.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Naga's not very happy right now. I'm just pushing out mid because I know they're going to be able to take this Rax bottom, and I'm level 15 now, so I actually sometimes get the spell amps. Let's talk about the talents real quick. Level 10, it's between plus 8% spell amplification or plus 90 GPM. Now, if you're going to go the Vea Kaya build, I would highly recommend the plus 8 spell amp, just so you can be, so you can do as much damage as possible. Okay, it seems kind of contradicting to not. If you're gonna go the Veil Kaya Fire Spirits damage at level 15, why would you not get the plus 8 spell amp? You know, it's just even more damage. But if you're really struggling on gold, get the 90 GPM, and that's what I did this game. And you'll see I even still get the plus 60 Fire Spirit DPS. So each Fire Spirit, it does 130 damage per second, which is a lot. It's a lot. So, in combination with the Veil, which I don't know why Zeus didn't get one, but another nice hook from Pudge, and they bring down the Spectre again. So Spectre really fell off, as you can see her net worth. Great game. So I have a Veil now. I'll probably build into a Kaya next. Yep, I got it queued up. And this is kind of my typical build on this hero. Usually finish up the Spirit Vessel as well, but a lot of the times I won't even get the urn. You see there, I dive in, get an Observer Ward down, even though it's quite apparent that I laid it because I dived in there like that. But it's still kind of cool to see that you could use that. Pudge is a psycho. I'm just like, get the fucking Rax. Spectre's got a relic. I just Supernova here, and I bring in the Pudge with me. Just to reset him. He was very low on HP and mana. I just reset him, because I wanted to end the game right now. So I reset his HP and mana. Super cool. I think it's really cool. It's a really, really unique ability, and I think it's a great item for a support Phoenix, okay? I don't think it's that great for a off-lane core Phoenix, but for a support position 5, this item right here could be game-changing. Not only makes your ultimate better by increasing the amount of attacks to destroy it, but it is a game-changing, it allows the Supernova to be a game-changing ability. Just like, get the throne, god damn it. The throne. So yeah, and we end up winning the game in 28 minutes. And, oh wait, never mind. Oh shit. I'm like, get the throne, Juggernaut. They like make one last stand here. And I'm just hitting the throne. And it's over. So end up going 3-2 and 22. You can see here. So like I said, guys, this is kind of what I've been doing lately on my main account. It's really been working for me. Like, it's the reason that I am the rank that I am right now is because of this Phoenix off position 5. I've been winning a whole bunch of things. Like I said, I'm 8-2 in my last 10 games. If you guys didn't know, I won Battle Cup Tier 8 with my brother. It was PPD, 3-3 from Optic, Gunner, and then Oliver from, I think, Penta. I think is the team he's on, an EU player. But anyways, guys, that was the game, and I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like the content. Thanks.